Well, this guy has truly made the takedown a thing of beauty in mixed martial arts. With respect to yourself and George St. Pierre and the truly great takedown artists, this guy's closing the gap and entering that company in the eyes of many.
Oh, absolutely, because he's done such a great job of timing takedowns. I haven't seen anyone so good at slipping a jab into a takedown since George St. Pierre.
Right.
He does a phenomenal job of getting step one to step two before his opponent even realizes now he's in on my leg. And if they do get their hip back, immediately he's up into a foot sweep or a headlock or an inside trip. It's just so many different ways for him to get you to the floor that he will throw every single one at you every single time.
And a lot of fighters talk about that wrestling maintenance and how hard it is, right, over the course of a career to continue to drill those things. He talks a lot about that, and that's why he's continued to realize success here in the UFC. Well, always exciting when this guy shows up on the fight card, Daniel. He is a true mixed martial artist. Not really any glaring weaknesses, at least, that he's put on film thus far.
He's the new breed of fighter. Those kids that start doing everything at 6 years old. They start wrestling, they start doing jiu-jitsu, they start to box. He's one of those guys that has every one of those skills, and he does them all at an A+ level. He's got tremendous cardio. He is the type of fighter that in a few years will just litter the UFC roster across the board.
And oftentimes his opponents will say he doesn't really do anything special, but he does everything at a plus level, and he believes he'll have a lot of advantages in this matchup tonight. Our tale of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. Latifi is 8 years his senior. He will have a 3-inch reach advantage. Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, a referee in charge of the Octagon, Yves Lavigne. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas, it's time! 5 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 16 wins, 8 losses, and 1 no contest. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 247 pounds. Fighting out of Malmo, Sweden, Ilir, the Sledgehammer Latifi. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 14 wins, 4 losses. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds. Fighting out of Busan, South Korea, the Korean Superboy, Doo-Ho Choi.
Okay, protect yourself at all time, obey my command at all time. If you want to touch love, do it now, go back to your corner.
The fighters touch gloves. Well, these guys have been on each other's radars for quite some time. Tonight, it shall be done. Both guys well-rounded. You think we're getting a kickboxing match tonight or what?
You just don't know, right? You don't know who's going to be able to employ their strategy the way that they need to. This is a close fight on paper, and also in every performance we have seen them put on, these guys seem to be the mirror image of each other. Big punch lands over the top. How's he going to follow this one up?
And he landed the right hand there. Got the single collar tie. Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue. And they separate. Now counters with a hook to the body. Strong work on the feet by Latifi. And they separate. He lands flush with that right hand. Oh, big right hook, but a whip. Punch is blocked. guard lands the right hand. And potentially a critical takedown here. Beautiful movement, hip work on the ground here, just outstanding with the transition.
He is not staying in one place on the ground, and that's very important.
All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Closed guard. Fighter trying to pass here. Ooh, but gets denied.
Gets denied. Great job, great recognition of seeing what your opponent was trying to do.
All right, he's got the full mount now. Is this one of the most dominant positions in MMA? Is that fair to say?
It's a very dominant position. It's one of the most ideal positions you can get to, especially if you are fighting someone that doesn't truly understand that they're not in as much danger as they are, because it's dangerous, but there are a lot of outs, and if a person isn't very understanding of that, then you can really, really put some damage on them.
Nicely done there as he forces the miss from his opponent. A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Oh, and he's able to land a strike there from the bottom. Nicely done by Alir Latif. All right, north-south position now, DC. We'll see how he chooses to advance from here. Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by the Korean Super Bowl. Keeping busy here off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom. 20 seconds to go. All right, side control now. Choi's right back to the full mount. The horn sounds for the end of round one. All right, we now take a look back at some of the highlights from that last round. DC, a lot for the replay guys to choose.
I mean, these guys are going to be very busy trying to find what replay to show you guys. Lands on both sides of the octagon. Both guys fought great. What a phenomenal round.
Take a seat. Deep breath. Breathe. Take a drink. All right, here we go. Listen, you're doing absolutely awesome. I want you to... Ready? Fight!
Nice lethal punch.
Strong defense there to block the shot.
More punch.
Muay Thai club. Counter left. Oh, countered there with the overhand right. Nicely done.
That was stuff, man. Nice strike.
Well, he's been pretty accurate tonight. He's landed some significant strikes, but his corner's looking for him to mix it up a little bit more and just throw more volume.
Because they don't see too much of a threat. This guy has to have confidence in knowing that when he extends his combinations, he's still safe, but he's also going to be able to land. He's got to be finding that confidence in his mind that all the reps in the training room are going to pay off.
Attempts the front kick there. All right, he closes the distance, gets the single collar tie. All right, so a nice job there defensively to raise the guard and prevent any damage.
Those hands never leave where they're supposed to be, and if you do that, most times you will block the shot that's incoming.
All right, he engages in a single collar tie here. Well, he has really picked up the pace here in round two. Much more aggressive than we saw in round one, and now starting to find himself in the pocket. Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue.
Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
Oh, big knee!
What a fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment. He deserves this moment. Go finish his fight.
Oh, good job defensively there to block the strike by Alir Latif. Man, he's timing his shots nicely. It's like Tom Brady out there. He hasn't missed the target.
I mean, you insist on bringing him.
Oh!
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad.
Oh, big left. Yeah, looks a little wobbly on his feet. Oh, he might be out. Choi's attempting to pass here, but he's denied by the defense.
into his mount.
Close guard.
He's going to guillotine. Watch guillotine.
He might get a finish here. Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. How about this fight, folks? You see, he was nearly caught in a submission there right at the end of the round. Saved by the bell. So back to the stool. Mentally probably not in a great place here. We'll see if he can recover and get himself back into this fight. All right, so there's the end of the round, and the tide has officially turned. A huge head strike to stun his opponent. We'll see which corner can adjust here moving forward.
I mean, they've got to be celebrating. They've got to be happy. Everything's working. But the other side has to be concerned. They have to figure something out, make some sort of adjustment to try to change the tide of this fight.
Again, all right, but this time, let's close the deal.
Ready? Nice punch there. Serve him up. Go get him.
Oh, he might be out. Oh! Lands a nice 1-2. Shores has got full mount now. Oh, and that one snapped the head back. The referee has seen enough. Winner by TKO.
He mercifully stopped the fight. A great stoppage and a great performance by this young man.
All right, DC, no telestrator tonight, but we're going to get you some highlights from this one. This was a fight that had it all, and for my money, his best performance to date.
His best performance to date in the biggest moment. In the biggest moments, you got to show up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. He used every bit of his skill to get the job done.
Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Levine has called a stop to this contest at 53 seconds of the third round, declaring the winner by knockout, the Korean Superboy,
All right, so there he is, the man of the hour. What a massive knockout for him to get this win in style tonight.
He did everything he needed to do to find the knockout. Now he can celebrate with his family and friends as they earn this spectacular victory.
5,000 capacity, then spread that over the UK and then add it up and get back to me.